Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 5, St Mirren 2, and a scoreline that doesn't tell the full story of the match. I am Scott Carney, I'm with Ali Pearson.
It was a bit of a bizarre game, to be honest. 5-2, seems like Rangers cantered. I didn't say we cantered at all, to be honest, but we'll go on to it.
No, it was nothing like cantering the National, which I've just won, which is brilliant. Scotia, how are you going?
Yeah, pretty good. More scintillating than Ryan's 2-1, but a strange game nonetheless.
A very bizarre game, very bizarre game. Yeah, quickly, firstly before we start, Ali's just reminded me, Les came to meet us in Edmondson House, very generously donated a round of beers to the lads. An absolute pleasure to meet you, mate. Very much appreciated you coming to meet us. Extremely nice of you. Always very humbling when stuff like that happens to us. But a lovely gesture, mate, and honestly good to see you again. The team, Ali, Lundstrom started, I told you he would. Apart from that, it was as you expected. In the game itself, mate, we started in the best possible way. We got a penalty, but James Tavernier misses it.
Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to miss it, to be fair, when he stepped up. The guy who just sits beside me, obviously is in his holidays or something, because he wasn't there. He doesn't watch the penalties, but I just had a feeling when we got it, Tav was going to miss it. It's a poor penalty, to be fair. He put it to the right hand side, and it was a good height for the keeper, and it was poor.
It was poor. Ibrox was nowhere near full today. I think that's the nicest way to say it, but it was to be expected, I think, considering where we're standing in the league right now. Scotia, one of those games that's it's a hard one to judge. Don't get me wrong, we take the lead, and rightfully so. It's a wonderful goal, and Cantwell's there to put it away. It's a good move. At that point, mate, I thought, oh, that's an early enough goal. I'm thinking we'll kick on now.
Yeah, well, completely, and particularly after not scoring the penalty, because sometimes that does get you going down.
Yeah.
No, but then we crack on well. Unfortunately, we're sitting in front of two people that said, "Oh, Cantwell's absolutely rubbish. Get Arfield on the pitch." And this was like 10 minutes. I was like, really?
Yeah.
And then Cantwell goes and turns up with that. It was an excellent goal that he scored. You know, when was that? About 22 minutes into the game he scored. When about then? You know, that was brilliant because, as I say, not scoring the penalty, we could kind of come into ourselves a wee bit, but no, I thought we played pretty decently. Yeah,
the first half was pretty much a non-event though. I don't think, even when Rangers took the lead, I don't think we were particularly great going forward. I thought we struggled in massive patches of the game, and then Ali, we see a goal that maybe we don't see it all the time, but just before half time, Rangers just completely failed to clear their lines. And okay, the finish from the lad is tremendous, but he should not be rewarded that chance to take that shot. Rangers just, it was almost seemed impossible for us to just get the ball out.
Yeah, I done my usual and went to the toilet with 2 minutes to go. Usually when I do that, Rangers score, but St Mirren scored. I seen it in the concourse on the telly, and I agree with several opportunities to clear lines, but didn't. It's a great finish by the boy. It's a bit of a worldie, if you have to say, but we've got chances to clear it, and we go in at one each, and it gives St Mirren hope. And St Mirren are on a good run at this moment in time in terms of the league positions too. So, pretty much your prediction, Carney, was a 0-0, but you were pretty much bang on.
Yeah, one each at half time. Yeah, I was not happy at half time. I really wasn't. I thought Sakala offered literally nothing that entire half, same as John Lundstrom. I don't understand why we keep playing him. I don't know what he offers the team, especially going forward. And of course it's alright, fair enough saying that St Mirren have been in a good run in form. Maybe they have been, but even at that, their performance levels against St Mirren, especially in that first half, probably for the first 60 minutes, but we'll go further, it's just not good enough.
Yeah, but it's a really strange game to judge because of where we are sitting. Like, I honestly don't know how to take that game and like how to judge that properly, because I didn't think Lundstrom was that bad. But right now I've got Lundstrom having like the lowest bar possible. Like, Lundstrom could string together 2 passes and that's a good game, the way that I've got Lundstrom. But I don't think he was that bad. I think he was helping out a wee bit. Sakala, Sakala had one of Sakala's kind of frustrating games. I thought we were okay. I missed the second goal as well, or the second goal, the equaliser for St Mirren. I missed that. I thought we were okay in the first half without being spectacular, without really doing much. I don't know, I'm maybe slightly different than you guys.
Yeah, probably, mate. But I was in that mood of I knew what I was coming to watch, and it wasn't really. My mind wasn't changed after seeing the first half. We took the lead in the second half early on. Fashion Cala doing the only thing that he'd done that entire game, but at the end of the day, it's a goal. So
Good cross by Borna.
it was a great cross by Borna. So Cala gets on the end of it. Not much more to add on that. We were 2-1. I thought, okay, Rangers, you're in control of the game. Ali, we then decide to give away exactly the same goal again.
Yeah, Ben Davies for me doesn't cover himself in glory.
I don't think any of them do.
Has to deal with a ball out wide. He just needs to take it, and he's too soft for me. Ball comes into a box. McGregor's flat. And I thought Tav done well to deal with it. Goes for a corner again. If you whip a ball into a box, it's panic stations, and it breaks that ball in the edge of the box and slots it away. And at that point, I'm thinking 2 each. Is it going to be one of these days, to be honest?
I uttered the words at half time. The lads will be 2 each. At full time, lads will be 2 each. Scotia, this goal was just a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, well, I didn't see the first, but it's a kind of, it looked like a cluster F, excuse the language, I wouldn't say it, but when it came in, it was like no one knew what they were kind of doing,
yeah.
And then they just knock it away. Yeah, it was poor from Rangers. Rangers have conceded too many goals like that throughout the course of the season, and it's here we are.
Yeah, the first hour is honestly it was terrible, and I know people think, oh, you're being negative for the fact that you've won 5-2. The first hour was a hard watch. Honestly, it was brutal to watch. From then on in, we started taking our chances. We started being that ruthless thing that we've all been talking about for I don't know how long. We start to put play together, start making passes, and it's Alfredo Morelos that then gets a double, mate. One of them assisted by Rabbi Matondo of all people. So
which I predicted.
Yeah, that one's a particularly good one. I think the first one, Cantwell did really well to get the ball out wide to Tav. Tav crossed it in. Cantwell nearly gets on the end of it, and it falls to Morelos at the back post, and Morelos easily taps it away. A ridiculous long check for offside as well, obviously trying to find anything they could not to give it. But the second one, I did think Matondo was offside, Ali, at first, not going to lie, so I expected the check to come. It was ruled that he wasn't, but I'm not going to eat my words and say that Rabbi Matondo's a will beater, not quite yet, but he didn't have it was a well-timed run, and it was a well-picked-out pass from Morelos for us to make it 4-2.
Yeah, we all have a joke about Matondo in this podcast about how he's not good enough, basically. He had a chance to come on and show something. I thought he showed something, but we need to remember we're playing St Mirren here, so let's not get too carried away. It was a great assist from Matondo. I thought he'd done well down the wing. Got his head up, pulled it back to Morelos. It was a great finish by Morelos, who I thought was very good today. 4-2 at that point, the game's dead and buried for me. But for Matondo to come on, just showing something maybe going forward, but I'm not getting my hopes too up.
No, not quite yet, but again, you've got to take things as face value, and he came on and he got himself an assist. Scotia, I thought, Ali mentioned it, I thought Alfredo Morelos was particularly good today. I thought his passing and the kind of front two that we had, even with him and Sakala, it's just unfortunate. Again, sorry for my negativity that he was passing to Sakala, but I do think Morelos was much better today, and you could see there was a wee bit more fire in his belly today.
Yeah, I think so. But I think barring 1 or 2 games over the course of this season, I think Morelos has done that. Regardless, that he is still a decent player. He's not the levels of Morelos we know from 2 or 3 years ago. He probably will. But I think Alfie's a decent enough shout. But the problem is, Alfie's going to go away. What we would really like to see, we would like to see a Lovelace up there or a Ewer up there, because obviously Cholak's out injured.
None of them on the bench.
But yeah, none of them are on the bench. I think Ewer was on the bench.
No,
it was Lyle. It was Aaron Lyle. It was Aaron Lyle. Yeah, it was Lyle. Yeah, so you'd maybe like to see one of them come forward. But I thought Morelos, he had a decent game. But I think we've all kind of come to the opinion that that's an away.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, no. But we definitely saved the best for last. This 5th goal is a peach, absolute peach, made by the man of the moment right now, as far as I'm concerned, in this Rangers team, Cantwell. The run that he does to break through a number of players, and the tidy little pass to slip in Scott Arfield, and you give a ball like that to Scott Arfield, he's going to score it. Rangers make it 5-2, and a scoreline. Maybe the last 30 minutes it doesn't flatter Rangers, but for the first 60 it does. However, I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. We got there in the end, I think, today, but that 5th goal, Ali, it was a really clever goal, and Cantwell again's just shining.
The way he glides with a ball, it was me and the 2 boys beside me, sit beside me at Ibrox. fantastic goal. The way he moves, the way he glides for a ball with a Cantwell, fantastic. And when he slipped it to Arfield, we all know Scott Arfield's deadly in the positions.
Yeah.
He's done it for Rangers for 4 years now. Puts the ball away, it's 5-2, and at that point, if somebody told me 76 minutes it's going to be 5-2 Rangers at that point, I would have told them, you know what, but I'll take it as Carney says, 5-2 Rangers, and I think it's another win for Beale in the league.
It is another. We made a number of changes as well today. Matondo, Hadji, Arfield, Leon King came on towards the end. Yeah, for James Tavernier, a weird substitution that one. I'm not going to lie, but maybe it was just to get King on the pitch, I think. But Scotia, that fifth goal in particular, it's a real class goal.
Oh, it was lovely by Cantwell. But I said this in the pod last night that I was expecting a 4-0 and a performance by Rangers. Seeing that last 10 minutes, Rangers have done what everyone's been screaming out for them to do the whole season. Finish games off. 10 minutes, we scored 3 goals.
Brilliant.
See if we're doing that the rest of the season, we're not in the situation where we're 12 points behind.
Agreed.
So, very happy that we won 5-2, but there's an awful lot of frustration that it takes you to the league being gone. That's when we do it. I'm a wee bit angry. Not angry, but a wee bit
frustrated.
Frustrated
at that, yeah. Thank you for that guy in the motorbike for ruining our podcast. Ali, your man of the match today?
I think we'll all say the same guy. For me, Morelos. I thought Cantwell was very good again. Cantwell got the sponsors man of the match, but the sponsors man of the match is who do you want to meet in a Rangers top, so that's not man of the match, but he was good. But Morelos, that's true. But Morelos for me, I thought his link-up play was very good.
Yeah.
Switching the play was very good, and he got 2 goals as well. So, and it just shows us once again that Morelos, as much as folks say about Cholak and all that, Cholak wasn't here today, Morelos is our number 1 striker, and next season we need to look for a number 1 striker going forward, and yes, Alfredo Morelos.
Yeah, I'm going to give it Alfredo today because I thought he was good. I thought he was really good, and it's very, very closely followed by Cantwell because I thought Cantwell covered every blade of grass today. I thought he was absolutely everywhere. I thought him and Morelos are definitely the 2 standouts. Scotia?
Yeah, I'd probably pick Cantwell. I thought Cantwell was really good today. Well, I was actually going to come to Suter, thank you very much.
Sorry, mate.
I thought Suter had an absolutely fantastic game.
I thought he was solid.
First half, I thought he had a couple of slack passes, but they were slack passes that didn't put us in danger, like they did the other last weekend. I thought again he looked pretty solid, looked more comfortable out of the 2 centre halves for me as well. But I think just over the course of the game and having the impact in the game, I thought Cantwell was really, really good. And in particular, to get it round to 2 people who were sitting behind me that said that he was right. So
yes.
Cantwell for me.
Fair enough, mate. So yeah, that'll do us. We'll be back on Tuesday with Club Deck Corner. We'll break down the game a wee bit more, hopefully hear from Ryan as well. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. A 5-2 win that's maybe put smiles on our faces a little bit. I don't know. Depends what way the river's flowing, I suppose, with some fans. But we are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and I will speak to you all on Tuesday. Cheers, everybody.